Hi, my name is Nick Ramirez, and you're watching Titan Sports Recap.
Tonight on Titan Sports Recap, men's and women's basketball try to give their seniors top honors by punching their ticket to the Big West Conference Tournament. It's home sweet home for Titan softball as they host the DeMarini Invitational, and the Trojans of USC come to town to take on Titan baseball. All this and more on Titan Sports Recap.
Any final thoughts?
Go Titans.
Hello everybody, welcome to episode 3 of Titan Sports Recap, bringing you the best video coverage of Cal State Fullerton athletics. Trevor Raybone here, and we're glad to have you back. Titan baseball is coming off a big series win at then number 4 ranked TCU. After defeating LMU 5-1 in a midweek matchup, the Titans take on the Trojans of USC. Though USC has more national championships than any other school in the country with 16, Cal State Fullerton has had much more success in recent years. And for highlights of the Titan-Trojan matchup, we go to Chris Contreras at Goodwin Field. Chris.
The Titan baseball team was in action on Friday night, taking on the slumping USC Trojans, who had lost 4 straight leading up to their match with Fullerton. Unfortunately for them, they would take on a surging Titans team who had won 3 straight games leading up to Friday and would send out ace pitcher Noe Ramirez to the mound. On to early action, as Noe decides to channel his inner Willie Mays with a spectacular over-the-shoulder catch to throw out the runner. In the bottom half of the 3rd inning with 2 runners on, number 41 Anthony Trujano smacks a single to left field, bringing in 2 runners and giving the Titans an early 2-0 lead. The Titans weren't done there, as number 17 Carlos Lopez sends a hard-hit ball into the outfield that USC has a hard time coming up with, and look at the wheels on Lopez as he brings in 2 more runs and makes it all the way to third base. USC would try to answer back in the top of the 5th inning after a walk and a wild pitch. Number 15 James Roberts gets the only hit of the ballgame for the Trojans, making the score 4-1 Titans. Check this out, in the bottom of the 5th inning, SC intentionally walks Nick Ramirez to get to Carlos Lopez, who burns the Trojans with another single, bringing in a runner, making it 5-1 Titans. The Titans would pull away in the bottom of the 6th inning by using the squeeze play to bring home the speedy Joe Terry on an exciting play, making it 6-1 Titans. That's all the help that Noe would need, striking out 8 batters and going 8 innings of one-hit ball. The Titans improve their record to 6-3 as they win their 4th straight in a rout over USC, 10-1.
Thank you, Chris. And of course, Cal State Fullerton would go on to sweep the entire series against the Trojans. With the sweep, the Titans have won 5 games in a row, 3 straight series, and improved their record to 8-3 overall. Men's basketball is on a 4-game losing streak. The Titans still haven't clinched a spot in the Big West tournament. They tried to take a step closer to the Honda Center on senior night against Cal Poly. Tyler Galloway has the highlights and more from historic Titan Gym.
Senior night at historic Titan Gym as Eric Williams, Devon Peltier, and Javon Johnson were honored before the game. There was work to be done as the second-place Cal Poly San Luis Obispo Mustangs were in town. Early on, it was the senior leaders doing the work, with Eric Williams hitting a big 3 and then finding Javon Johnson on the fast break for the lay-in to give the Titans an early 19-15 lead. Cal Poly would answer with a barrage of 3-pointers, led by David Hansen. He would hit 6 of 11 from beyond the arc and lead all scorers with 25 points. The run would turn a 4-point Mustang deficit into a 17-point lead in a 20-minute stretch. But the Titans were not going to go quietly. Devon Peltier would hit this layup on the fast break, then a 3-pointer through great ball movement and transition to cut the Mustang lead to 4. Peltier was fired up, the student section was rocking. In the end, however, the Mustangs did just enough to hang on and spoil senior night 75-70. From historic Titan Gym in Fullerton, California, I'm Tyler Galloway, Titan Sports Recap.
The Titans went on the road and pulled off 2 big victories against Pacific and UC Davis to clinch the number 6 seed in the Big West tournament. The Titans will face the number 3 seeded Cal State Northridge Matadors at the Honda Center in the first round of the tournament. Now on to Titans softball, where Cal State Fullerton played host to the DeMarini Invitational. The Titans were looking for a better showing this year than in 2010 when they went 0-4 in the tournament. We'll skip ahead to the final day of the tournament, where Titans softball reporter Derek Opina has the tournament results and the highlights from their final game against the Oregon State Beavers. Derek.
Trevor, thank you. It's day 3 of the DeMarini Invitational. This time, the Titans will be taking on the Oregon State Beavers. Last year, when the Beavers came into town, they came in and beat the Titans on their home field. This year, the Titans have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, and they'll have the revenge factor playing in for them. Let's get to the highlights. The Titans take a winning record into the final day of the DeMarini Invitational for the first time in the tournament's history. Ari Cervantes gets the start in the circle as she leads the Titans against the Oregon State Beavers in the tournament finale. Scoreless and runners on in the bottom of the first when Casey Craddock gets the 2-run shot into center field. Her first hit of the game puts the Titans up 2-0. Titans up 1 with a runner on in the top of the 5th when Desiree Beltran lines one out into right center field. Tori Anderson throws home but can't make the throw in time, and the game is tied at 2. Game still tied in the bottom of the 7th, and Casey Craddock beans one over to left field. Lauren Mario comes home in walk-off fashion. 2 hits and 3 RBI on the night for Craddock, and the Titans win this game 3-2. Walk me through it. How were you able to get that hit?
Well, I knew if we were going to get at the bottom of the 7th, and as soon as that runner got to 3rd, I knew it was going to get done. I had two at-bats before that where I took her to 3-2, and I was seeing everything good of hers, and I knew that changeup was coming. I knew I just had to poke it through, so she threw it to me, and I got a base hit to left.
Last year, when Oregon State came in over for the tournament, it was a different story. What was the difference this time?
Well, like I said yesterday, with Ari pitching, you know, we always have a chance, and I think pitching and defense kept us in that game. Even when they scored, our defense kept us in, and Ari kept us in, and we just had to get one more run to end the game.
I think that we just came out strong from the beginning, and we kind of had a little muddy water with them from last year with them getting rained out and having to come back, and they kind of were, you know, a little hostile about it. So I think that it really kind of gave us some energy to go out there.
So with this victory over the Beavers, the Titans go 3-1 in the tournament. They improve to 6-8 overall, and their next big tournament they'll be hosting is the Judy Garman Classic Tournament. The big marquee matchup for that tournament will be with the Texas Longhorns. When Cal State Fullerton won the national championship in 1986, their ace pitcher was current Texas Longhorns head coach Connie Clark. Her catcher for that championship team is current Titans softball head coach Michelle Gramacki. The two have been best friends ever since their college days, and Gramacki has taken the last 2 meetings when Texas came into town every year for the Judy Garman Classic Tournament, and Gramacki will be looking to make it 3 in a row later this month. From Anderson Family Field, Derek Opina, Titans Sports Recap.
Derek, thank you for the report. Here's some softball stats for you. Titans softball has done nearly a complete 180 from this time a year ago. The Titans went 3-1 this year, whereas last year they lost all 4 of their games. They've doubled the amount of total wins they had at the end of last year's tournament, and Cervantes last year was 6-19 with a 4.68 ERA. Currently, the Titans ace is 5-4 with a 2.5 ERA. Women's basketball was going into the final weekend fighting for one of the last 2 spots in the Big West tournament. They got some help when UC Davis defeated Cal State Northridge on Thursday night to clinch the Titans' berth into the conference tournament. Saturday night, the Titans look to improve their tournament seed at their senior night against UC Davis. We go back now to historic Titan Gym, where women's basketball reporter Corey Vest has the highlights. Corey, what do you have?
Thanks, Trevor. The Titans look to end the season strong here on senior night as they went up against UC Davis. Let's go to the highlights.
UC Davis, 8-6 in league play, went up against Cal State Fullerton, 5-10 in the Big West. After shooting only 28% in the first half, the Titans started the second down by 17. Ashley Ritchie tries to start a comeback after that steal and layup. A few plays later, Megan Richardson steps in front of that pass. Yoink! She'll take it the length of the court and set up Ashley Ritchie for the layup. Ritchie had 13 points in the game. With a little over 8 minutes left to go in the game, Chow will step behind the arc and splash. She hits her only 3 points of the game right there to bring the lead down to single digits. UC Davis answers right back after that sweet dish to Brianna Salvatore. The Aggies will put the icing on the cake here with a 3-on-1 layup, easy deuce, and this game was never that close. It'll end 73-58.
The Aggies walked away with this one 73-58. The Titans tried to mount a couple of comebacks, but it just wasn't enough. From Titans Gym, Corey Vest, Titans Sports Recap.
Here's your Titan timeline highlighting the big matchups in the next 2 weeks. Titan basketball competes in the Big West Conference Tournament at the Honda Center on Thursday, March 10th. Titan baseball heads to Baton Rouge for a 3-game series with number 16 ranked LSU on the weekend of the 11th. And Notre Dame, Michigan, and Texas all come to town as Titan softball hosts the Judy Garman Classic starting on Wednesday, March 16th. We remind you that you can watch any of these highlights and much more online at our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/Titan-Sports-Recap. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/CSUF Sports Recap. And be sure to find us on Facebook by searching Titan Sports Recap in your search bar. Well, that's going to do it here at Titan Sports Recap. On behalf of the entire staff, Trevor Raybone here, and we'll see you next time.